Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome back to another ACHA matchup between the Dayton Flyers and your Bowling Green Falcons. Last night we saw probably one of the craziest games I could ever be at, not even announcing. We saw a Michigan to tie it at 1. Bowling Green scored 10 straight. We saw a hat trick. Justin, what did you think about last night's game?
Well, there's not enough time in the segment to talk about that game last night. But what I can say is that I was very impressed with the way BG played last night. I mean, a game against Dayton, that's a team that I expect BG to beat. But to beat them 11-1 and dominate the way they did, especially in the second and third period, I was very impressed. And the way they were able to lock it down on defense, Brown made the saves he had to make. He didn't face too many difficult shots, but he made a few pretty good saves. And also the way the first line just took over, especially with Denal and Ferry, they just took over the game. Also Mikey Papalouanu got in the scoring mix in the third period, or in the second period.
Yeah, I mean, talking about Chase Denal, like you just said, 9 points last night in one game. That's insane. Yeah. 5 assists, 4 goals for Denal last night. I mean, the difference between this team with him and without him is crazy, and it's not even that much different either because the team has so much depth.
Yeah, I mean, we saw all the lines get involved in the scoring chances last night, and the scoring too. And we also saw defenders get in with the scoring mix too. We saw another goal where Trent Gray, he's been throwing pucks on net, and they seem to find a way. The forwards seem to find a way to get tips on all of his shots. We saw it with Luke Schuler scoring a goal in Wisconsin on a Trent Gray shot, and last night we saw Chase Nitschke deflecting a shot from Gray. So it's good to see the D-man getting involved in the offense too. And
yeah, I mean,
the depth is huge.
The depth is huge. Talking about Trent Gray, let's talk about that pairing a little bit. We talked about Zeeble a lot. He didn't get on the scoring sheet. He had an assist, but he didn't put any goals in. He's an absolute playmaker. What do you think Zeeble brings to this team as a freshman?
In the lineup, they're keeping that pair together of Gray and Zeeble for this game here. And, I mean, he brings like great two-way game. He can play on offense and also defense. He's just very talented for a freshman, especially. Very, very talented on both sides of the ice, especially on defense. He's always able to get the puck away from any forward that touches it that comes around him. Also on offense, he has great eyes. We saw that great cross-crease pass he had to Brian Fell in the game yesterday. Great vision, great hockey sense, and he's going to be a major force this season. If he keeps on playing the way he has been, he'll be a major force this year.
Yeah, that's a pairing I absolutely love, Gray and Zeeble. But we've talked about forwards. We've talked about defenders. I mean, we've seen 2 goalies this year so far, and tonight we're going to see Leo Lapata back in the net.
Yep. We
talked about a little last broadcast. I mean, Zach Brown did a great job last night in 11-1 win. They're going to give Lapata the start. What do you think about Lapata in that tonight?
Well, I mean, they want everyone to play, and also, I mean, you don't want Leo to play both games last weekend, and then you want to reward him. It's not about like rewarding, but you want to know that like it wasn't just a one-off thing. Like I think the coaches, they want to let him know it wasn't just a one-off thing last week. Like they weren't just relying on him to play well in those games, which he played really well in both those games, and they have confidence in him to be able to play today. And I know I assume this will affect who plays next week as well. I have a feeling that we could see Zach Brown start both games, or depending on how Lapata plays today, we could see them split next weekend as well.
Yeah, next weekend's a huge matchup against the Miami Redhawks.
Mm-hmm.
We should see that today. We'll talk about that in the post game because obviously we still have a game to play in about 25 minutes.
Yep.
We're very excited about that. What do you think compared to Lapata's start last week and this week? Obviously, last week he wasn't expected to start the Friday or at any point in the weekend probably, and then Brown goes down with an injury. Thank God he's back. He's back on the ice last night. Great to see. What do you think the difference in the mindset of when you're prepared to start and when you're not prepared to start?
Well, I mean, there's all the pregame rituals that every player has, and there's a certain mindset that you have to get into. You have to be ready before the game. You can't be getting mentally ready as you're going out onto the ice and getting in between the pipes. You have to be ready way before that. And for him to go in last weekend and do what he did was very impressive. But now I feel like he's going to be more confident going into this game. I mean, I guarantee you he was confident last Saturday because he knew that he was going to start last Saturday. Not Friday, though. But going into this game today, I have full confidence in him that he's going to have another fantastic game. And it does a lot, what you said, knowing that you're going to start as opposed to not knowing that you're going to start and just being thrusted into the spotlight like that. It's a big confidence booster, and I expect big things from Lapata and the whole team today.
So obviously a different reffing situation tonight as compared to today compared to last night. They didn't really call much last night. What do you think that takes to a BG team and both the Dayton team? They were both very aggressive and getting no calls last night. Do you think they should still be aggressive and then maybe end up in the penalty box, or do you think really got to see how the refs do?
I don't see a reason to not be aggressive because I mean we know BG can take Dayton 5-on-5 all day, and so I mean taking a penalty here and there. I mean they weren't calling it last night, so if they're not going to call penalties, if they're going to swallow the whistles here today as well, you might as well be as aggressive as you can.
Yeah, happy to see that. Talking about an aggressive play, that we did see a penalty, a 5-minute major against Adam Burslaff at a check from behind into the boards. He got up slow. It seems like he's in the lineup today. Great to see. And what do you think the captain Adam Burslaff brings to this team?
Well, it's weird because at the start of last year he was on the first line, and now he's on the fourth line. But he's a player that, as I mentioned in the post game last night. He's a player that everybody looks up to as the captain. He's the voice of the team, and everybody looks to him, turns to him for motivation. That's what he brings to this team. He's the captain. He's the leader. So having him in the lineup today, very very happy that he was able to continue playing yesterday. But yeah, having him in the lineup here today is huge.
Yeah, I think so as well. I believe that's all we have to talk about for this Dirty Birds pregame show. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back right before game time for the rest of this action. Stay tuned.
And good evening, everyone. We are live at Kettering Ice Arena in Dayton, Ohio for this ACHA Division II matchup between the Bowling Green Falcons and the Dayton Flyers. My name is Justin Chicatano alongside my broadcast partner, Ben Shanahan. And Ben, we saw a very, very impressive performance from the Falcons last night, defeating Dayton in the first game of their weekend series, 11-1. After Dayton tied the game, after BG went up 1-0, they made it a 1-1 game, and then BG would go on to score the final 10 goals of the game. What do the Falcons have to do in this game to come out with a similar outcome like last night?
Obviously, we talked about it last night a lot. You had to keep your foot on the gas. You won 11-1, but guess what? If you look at that scoreboard right now, it's 0-0. None of those goals matter from last night. It's a new game. Big conference matchup here. You got to get these points.
Yep.
Talent-wise, you're probably better. But that doesn't matter at the end of the day. You got to play the game. That's why we play the games.
And I know. Oh, go ahead.
So for Bowling Green, you got to stay focused, get up early, score first. Don't be stupid with penalties, and just be a smart team. What do you think?
I know something that we talked about during the pregame, and I'll emphasize it again. And we were trying to emphasize it before the game yesterday, and they followed through on it. Everybody has to be involved. We have to see all four lines and all three defensive pairs doing their job, and that's what they did yesterday. Everybody was getting involved on the scoring, and I think if we see that here today, we'll have BG will once again have a lot of success against this Dayton team.
Obviously, a little bit of a different team today. We got a few guys making their debuts tonight. Leo Lapata's back in that. What do you think that brings to the team to have these guys make their debut in the second game of the series?
Well, I think Leo really made a statement in both games that he played in last weekend. So I think the team knows that he's going to have another great game here today. They have trust in him. I know the coaches do too. I'm expecting a lot of big things from him today. And also we have Chandler Odell making his season debut today as well, and also Seth Kaiser making his debut. And I'm expecting a great game here today, similar to last night, hopefully. And that buzzer signals the end of warm-up, so let's get this thing started.
Yeah, it is time for hockey. We'll probably see the first line out for BG. Another question about Dayton. What do you think they have to do to bounce back from such a bad loss last night?
Well, I mean, they were doing a good job. The one thing that I thought they were doing a good job with was they were able to get the puck out of their zone. Like, whenever they got the puck in their defensive zone, they were able to get it out pretty easily. However, they had a hard time getting it through the neutral zone. They were able to get it out of their defensive zone, but once they got near the red line, they weren't able to get it very far past there. So I think the transition game is a big key for them. And for BG, I think for them, just keep on throwing shots on net. We saw a puck's being thrown on net yesterday, and we saw them put up 11 goals, which, I mean, scoring 11 goals against any team is impressive. I mean, get pucks on net. We saw it. We talked about it in the pregame with Trent Gray throwing it on net against Wisconsin, tipped in. A correction of what I said in the pregame. It was not Trent Gray last night. It was Nick Tiggs throwing it on net.
His first point as a clubber, I might add.
Mm-hmm. And him throwing it on net and the puck getting deflected in by Chase Nitschke.
Dayton Flyers will start with their goalie. I believe number one.
Number one would be Jack Studnicka. He made the start yesterday, unfortunately giving up 5 goals. But, I mean,
pulled in the second.
With all the shots being thrown at him, it was tough to not give up 5 goals. He made a few very good saves in the game yesterday.
And guess what, Justin? It's hockey time, baby.
Oh, yeah. First line on the ice for the Falcons, Papuanu, Danola Ferry, and the defenseman Trent Gray and Trey Zeeble, and net Leo Lapata, and we are off from Kettering Ice Arena in Dayton, Ohio. Gray tries to get it out, and it shipped that through neutral ice towards Papuanu, but it was taken away by Bradley, and Bradley tried to dump it in. It was blocked out there by Ferry. And now Danola backhands one off of a flyer.
Both teams playing very aggressive defense at the moment.
Now in the corner. Puck behind the net, thrown in front, and sicked away by Lapata. Great heads-up play by the BG netminder. Now it's taken out by Papuanu, and a chip pass is thrown up and stolen. And now it's thrown back in, and Ferry's pass went wide of Danault. And now it's taken away by the Dayton Flyers. Here they come down the far side. Shot on, and it went up and over the net. Now thrown back in deep.
Got to ride the rails.
Thrown back around, taken away by Papuanu. He puts it across over to Zeeble, and Zeeble pokes it away from Smith. Here comes Trey Zeeble. He moves in. He shoots, and that shot whistled just high and wide.
Siebel, someone we talked about in the pregame show, very good playmaker for the Falcons.
Now Deneau will settle it down and keep it in. Throws it on net save made by Studnicka, and he will hold on to it.
That'll result in a line change. We have got a line
Actually,
change.
I can't tell if it's Studnicka or Short because they don't have numbers on the side of their jerseys. So, yeah, but I believe it is Studnicka.
Yeah, I believe Studnicka's in the net. I did see the number 1 when he skated back out there.
Okay, so it is Studnicka. Archie over to Nitschke. Pass across and went off a couple sticks and back out, and Nick Tiggs will play it over to Logan Harchie. And his pass was deflected, but now Horvath helps him out. And Horvath throws it in deep. Studnicka tried to play it and went past him. Now it's taken over by Dayton as they bring it out. Pass into the corner. Now Ward has it for Dayton. Ward leaves it behind the net, shot on, and went off the outside of the net.
Trying to do that Michigan again.
And the pass through the slot went wide, and we get a whistle here.
What's the call here?
I'm not sure what they're going to call.
Oh, net off.
Oh, well.
That's the first one of today's game on the
first one
road.
of today's game. If you guys didn't get the word, the over-under is 8.5.
Yeah. We just got word. No, sorry. That just changed. We got word from our producer, good old Chip, that the over/under for today's game for playing home is 9.5.
9.5. Okay.
We're at 1 in the first.
All right. Once again, I'm smashing the over on that. Thrown in by Horvath. Now it's taken by Dinkins. Now thrown out. Stopped up there by Tiggs. Horvath pokes at it back over to Tiggs. Tiggs backhands one out. Goes all the way back down where Dinkins will take over. Nelson watching Dinkins. And he throws it around near Ward. And a big hit there in the corner by Rudo. Picked off the boards and now out. Ward chasing after it and it's thrown back in. And now Dinkins will play it for Dayton. Ward trying to settle it down as the puck chops up in the air. Played in front and stopped there by Kaiser. Now Kaiser up to Rudo as he tries to skate out with it. Went off the stick and pass him though. As it's played back in by Dayton. And Lapata will settle it down behind the net.
Nice defensive play right there by Kaiser, making his season debut for the Dirty Birds.
Now Schuler trying to find it, he could not, and it's played back into the BG defensive zone where Klein has it.
We're seeing a much more aggressive team than Dayton than we saw last night.
Big time so far. A lot more jump to their game, especially in neutral ice.
That's got to have something to say about the crowd last night.
And now Schuler puts it on net, and it goes just up and over the net. Dubendorfer puts it on net just wide. Now Schuler on net, save, rebound, and it went just wide through the creases. Rudo got a stick on it. Now Rudo has it back, plays it back out to the point. Klein will play it there. Klein over to Rudo. Rudo pass across in the middle and a one-timer towards Dubendorfer. He couldn't get it. Dubendorfer got it back and he tried to play it in front, but it was blocked.
Nice grip by Dubendorfer there. Just did not give up on that play.
Now it's played off the glass and out. Rudo stops it there. And he lost it as the puck was bouncing on him, and now it's played out by Dayton. Gray trying to battle for it there. A hit there by Rudo, and as it's backhanded in by Ward, but blocked. And now a shot, and it whistled just up and over the net off the stick of one of the Dayton forwards.
Gray kind of lost the puck there.
And the puck goes all the way back down, backhanded across. Now it's taken by the Flyers as they try and work their way through neutral ice. Stopped up there by Gray.
Nice play by Gray right there.
Yeah, great play there with the stick. Great defensive awareness. Now Gray takes over, moves in, heads it in the corner, threw it in front. It's loose, and it goes over into the corner. Now Bradley has it. Bradley banks it off the glass and out. That's played by Zeeble, back in. Taken there by Bertzlaff as he plays it in, and it gets deflected, and it's covered up by Studnicka. 15:41 to go here in the first. No score yet between Bowling Green and Dayton.
Seemed like Dayton Flyers didn't really like that. Harchie smashed his stick right in front of the Studnicka right there. He got some words, but we'll have a face-off to the left looking at Studnicka.
And be disciplined. I mean, if you don't like something somebody does on the opposing team, talk. Don't do anything to get a penalty. Yep. Bertzlaff on the draw for BG, and he wins it back near Jaros. Jaros' pass was taken away. Now cleared out as Gillespie will chase after it. Gillespie tried to stop up, but Tiggs poked it away from him. Now he goes behind the net. Back out to the point. It was poked off of him. Now thrown on net. Save made through traffic by Lapata.
Leo saw that. Lapata saw that to the end of the shot. He got down late.
Now Bradley across Ward a shot, and it went just wide through traffic.
And they are screening Leo a lot, or Lapata a lot right now.
A lot of traffic in front. They got to make sure they get those players out of there.
And luckily those players are out of there. That one goes right in front of net, right to Nick Tiggs. Big addition in this offseason, Nick Tiggs and Logan Harshey. Or Harchie, rather.
And they've been doing great so far, working on the same defensive pairing. And the late offsides is called, and they call offsides as Ward touched the puck after it came out. And him and the linesman exchanging words. As the faceoff will be just outside the BG defensive zone, and they put on the first line of Ferry, Denal, and Papuanu, and defenders Seth Kaiser and Carter Klein.
Tension's getting high already. It's only about 6 minutes into this game.
And the puck bounced off the glass, and it went off the post. Oh,
wow,
my goodness.
Goalie's best friend there. I thought that one was in.
So the dump in went off the glass and went off the top of the net. And then it came right out in front, and the shot went right off the post.
I really don't know about that one, Justin. I really thought that one was in the net.
Yeah, that was
that
was close. I don't think it could have came any closer. Right off the inside of the bar, and it bounced right in the crease. Now a steal by Denal. He moves in. He shoots, and it goes just up and over the net. That may have been tipped off.
I think that was deflected.
We were getting word from our producer that it was. And now Klein throws it in off the glove of Papuanu, and now he takes it. He shoots, and it was deflected just wide. Now Ferry trying to play it, and he tried to get it over to Denal, but it was blocked off.
See both these teams playing their hearts out right now. That's why scoring first at BGB is so important, or for either team, really.
This game has been much more competitive than last night's game already. Great move by Denal on neutral ice. Zeeble, yep. And now Denal has it. Denal puts it in front, and they score. Cole Ferry on the tip-in. Great pass from Denal, and Ferry puts the puck in the net. And with 13:41 to go in the first, BG strikes first.
Huge goal right there, as we just said. Cole Ferry gets his third goal in 2 games. The boys are all pumped on the bench. To the left, the bottom of us, we're kind of in a skybox situation at the moment, Justin. Team's ecstatic. We go up 1-0.
That was a great passing play. Zeeble with a great move at the BG defensive zone blue line. He works it in, gets it over to Denal, and Denal finds his line mate right in front of the net. Yawning cage, and Ferry taps it in. And that's his 3rd goal in the last 2 games. And that's, we might add, that is Chase Denal's 10th point in the last 2 games.
The last 4 periods.
We're only in the first period, 3.5 periods. We're only in the first period of the second game. Zeeble's pass up was tipped in by Horvath. Go ahead.
Last night was insane. Cole Ferry had 2 goals, wasn't even the number 1 star of the game.
Nope. Now Nitschke, backhander, save made by Studnicka. Now it's chipped out off the glass. Tiggs racing after it. Icing waved off. Tiggs plays it out. Played there by Nelson, went off his skate, and now Bradley will take over for the Dayton Flyers.
I will say Studnicka looks a lot more confident back at his home rink. BG was, the Slater family ice arena had a packed crowd last night, maybe got into his head a little bit.
Now Nelson plays it off the glass. Horvath takes over in the defensive zone. Plays it over to Tiggs. Tiggs off the boards. It's tipped in there by Gray. Now comes back in as Dayton tries to catch BG in the change, and the slap shot went just wide. Puck thrown on net, it's loose. There's a shot and a save made with the right pad by Lapata.
Nice play, Lapata there.
Puck thrown in front, and a save made by Lapata.
That'll go to Trent Gray. That's the machine in the gym. And Rudo lose that at center ice, and that'll go back to Dayton Flyers. Dayton Flyers going to skate it up. They don't have the numbers.
And now it's played in. Schuler watching the man there as he takes it, and he gets tripped up, and a penalty is called. As BG will get the first power play of the game as Schuler gets tripped up.
Huge for Bowling Green to capitalize right here. You got to love it. And we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone.
They had a lethal power play last night, and now Dayton knows they got to watch Denal at the right circle.
Yeah, if you didn't watch last night, I kind of love the pairing of this first power play of Zeeble and Denal. Zeeble's a great playmaker, and Denal has more room to skate. So we'll see what happens here.
Denal on the draw.
We're waiting for the drop to happen. 2 minutes in the box.
The power play unit, Zeeble, Ferry, Papuanu, Nitschke, and Denal. Same unit as last night. Same top unit as last night.
Nice play by Zeeble there.
Papuanu pass across. Now Ferry skates back with it over towards the point. Now over to Zeeble. Zeeble back to Ferry. And lets it go through over to Denal. Denal waits with it. This pass over to Nitschke was tipped, but Nitschke gets it anyway. That pass back out to the point. Zeeble has it now. Zeeble over to Denal. Denal waits with it. He's watched there heavily by Bradley, and now it's thrown down low over to Nitschke. And Nitschke's pass was tipped away by Smith. Still has it, and it's cleared back out.
Got to put a puck on net right here if you're the Falcons. You can't keep passing. You got to test Stunicka down a man. Denal will skate around it in his own zone.
And he circles back, and now over to Zeeble. Zeeble, the power play quarterback, will get it started. Moves on in. Goes to the corner, tried to throw it in front, and he gets it back as it was tipped away. Has control, pass over to Denal. Denal waits with it. Moves in, backhand pass over to Zeeble. Zeeble was around the net, and he tried to put it in front, but it was blocked off. Now back out to the point, pass across, now Denal. Denal shoots, and he hit the inside of the post. Then thrown in front, and it was deflected wide.
Wow, this inside of the post getting a lot of action tonight. No goals, 2 goals off the inside post.
One at each net. And now Denal, pass across, Zeeble. Zeeble back across, Ferry. Ferry looks, he shoots, and he scores! Second goal of the game for Cole Ferry. Power play goal with 10:07 to go in the first. BG extends their lead. It's now 2-0.
Second goal of the game for Ferry. 4th goal in 3.5 periods. And we're the Falcons will keep rocking up 2-0 with 20, or the power play's over after they just scored. They're going to come out with the Schuler, Rudo, and Dubendorf line with Tiggs and Harjay as their defenders.
And I mean,
Schuler will take the draw at center.
I know,
ice.
like we said, we can't. They knew they couldn't give Denal any room. They also can't give Ferry that much room as well.
No, like we said last night, Ferry might not be the tallest guy on the ice, but man, he is talented and he is quick.
Oh yeah.
Very elusive talent right there for Bowling Green. And Ferry has 10 minutes and 7 seconds to get a hat trick in the first period.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Schuler on the draw for BG, and to the left of Leo Lapata. Now it's played back. Dinkins plays it in deep.
Tiggs, nice back check right there.
At the point, Ward has it. Ward to his teammate, and a shot on, and it went off the crossbar as Smith rang it right off the bar.
Man, the goalie's best friend phrase is just used everywhere. I've already said it 3 times, only 10 minutes into this one, Justin.
Oh, my word. I mean, a big hit by the boards.
Schuler absolutely
by the
crushed
bench.
right in front of the bench. He's back up skating fine.
Ward with that hit.
A nasty-looking hit, but it looks like he's okay.
Now it's thrown back in, icing is waved off as it went off a Falcon in the neutral zone.
I mean, he got crushed.
And a hit there in the corner by Dubendorfer. That bounces over the stick of Dinkins. Trying to race it after was Schuler, but Dinkins was able to get to it in time. Now it's thrown in, and it just missed the netting as it goes off the glass and back down. Now puck thrown in front. Tiggs tipped it away.
That one bounced up high in the air. Luckily, Leopold was right there.
Shot thrown on, up and over the net off the stick of Ward.
That one took a nasty bounce right there. Great defense by Tiggs, though, to keep it. Oh, and Rudo.
And a big push there by Rudo.
Actually pushed him.
Now pass across. Dubendorfer tried to get it in, and he did. Dinkins has it now. Washed there by Schuler.
Watch for this game to get chippy quick. 2 goals by the Falcons real quick.
Schuler pass across.
Dayton's probably frustrated.
And it was stolen off the outlet pass. Jarls took it away, but it was taken back off of him. Now played up by Dinkins over to Ward. Klein stopped him, and now he gets pickpocketed. And a shot off the post.
Oh, my goodness. We have to start setting a line for goals off the morning and pucks off the post.
And here's another chance for Dayton. They work it back in. Puck thrown in front, backhand, and it went through the crease. I don't think it ever made its way on net. It may have been blocked. Now outlet pass over to Jaros. He moves in.
State champion for St. Francis
now
of
taking
Ohio.
a shot and a save made off the shot from Luke Kerr.
Let's talk about Jaros for a little bit. Won a state championship in Ohio for St. Francis in hockey. Same with Smalls. We haven't seen Smalls yet this year so far, but Great chemistry on the Falcon team has.
And they were both on St. Francis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Both state champions together last season. Obviously now on the Bowling Green Falcons club team.
Bertzlaff on the draw. Shot thrown on, save made as it went up into the netting. Good save there with the stick made by Studnicka.
And we'll have another face-off in the same spot. Same people will have the face-off. Bertzlaff going for the face-off, waiting for the puck to drop.
Wingers with him are Kerr and Jaros, and defensemen Kaiser and Klein. Kaiser keeps it in, but then it was poked away from him. Now here's a chance, a 3-on-1 potentially. Puck thrown across and a shot, and a good save made by Lapata.
Lapata pops that one up. Luckily it stays on the other side of the net as two Falcons run into each other.
That was a great save on the shot back across the grain as he was moving from left to right, and he made the save to his left side. That's always a tough save to make for all goalies. Lapata came up big there. Now the puck poked at by Kaiser as he moves on in. Kaiser a shot, and it went just wide. Now it's taken over by Gillespie as he tries to skate out with it, and he does. Bertzlaff watching him there as he runs into him. And it's played with the stick by Lapata over to Gray. Now pass up over to Jaros. Jaros backhands one over into the middle, taken by Papuanu. Papuanu dumps it off. They're in the middle of a change. Now pass up by Ziebel was stolen, and now outlet pass and a chance for Gillespie. Moves it, and a big save made by Lapata as Gillespie made a great toe drag move around Ziebel, and an even better save made by Lapata. Now thrown in by Denol. Ferry tried to get it, and he just missed it behind the net. Papuanu trying to help him out there.
Ferry looking for the hats to fly right here.
Now Ferry gets it. Pass back out over to Ziebel. Ziebel moves on in, and he fanned on the shot as he just lost it, but Gray takes it back. And you hate to see that. I mean, there was no traffic in front except for two players in front. Ziebel had a great chance to shoot it right through, and he just lost it right as he was about to shoot it.
Ziebel still looking for his first goal for Bowling Green Falcons.
All right, now here's a chance for the first line. Pass by Papuanu and out of the reach of Denol. Denol trying to take it, and he does. Backhands one around, but it was stopped up there. Now thrown all the way back out. Gray
Nice
stopped
play
it
by
there
Trent Gray.
by the red line. And now Ferry plays it in. Ferry shoots, and a save made with the blocker by Studnicka. Now it's thrown around. Papuanu trying to get to it, and he does. As they battle there in the corner, Papuanu has it now. Put in front, and Denol, he waits, he shoots, and he put it off the outside of the net.
And that's
now
another Denol shot.
Middle of shot, and they score! Chase Denol, 3-0 BG with 5:40 to go here in the first, and the first line has all 3 goals here.
And that's the 11th goal right there, or 11th point right there, and 4 periods for Chase Denol, an absolute weapon on the ice right now. And this line is special. We've said it all year. And we're going to continue to say it because they just keep scoring. Right now, 3-0 Falcons, 5:40 left in this first period as we will get a line change. Horvath, Nitschke on the ice right now.
And now Dayton trying to play it out as Studnicka plays it over to his teammate. Now Smith has it. Smith passed out and it was chopped in. Archie going in to get it. Pass around the boards, and went past Nitschke, played back in by Smith. Now Nitschke will go back to get it in the corners. He plays it back around the boards as it's stopped up there by the Flyers. Comes back over to Smith for Dayton. Smith looks his way over to the point. Great keep in. He shoots, and a save made by Lapata through traffic, and he holds it. 5:13 to go here in the first. BG with a 3-0 lead on 2 goals from Cole Ferry and a goal from Chase Denol.
11 points for Chase Denol in 4 periods. Absolutely crazy.
I don't know what to say.
It's just utterly speechless. And I mean, that's our whole job, is just to talk.
Yep. Nitschke put it through his legs. Nelson trying to poke at it. It was taken off of him. And a big hit there
hit
by Logan Harchie. What a hit.
Welcome to the Clubbers. Logan Harchie put him down.
Harchie plays it out. Goes all the way back down, and this will go down for an icing.
Crazy call compared to last night. We actually got an icing call there. I might say, though, an absolute beautiful mustache by the referee tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Probably top 10 I've ever
both
seen.
of them. Both of them. To the officials. growing out the Muzzies. Hopefully we'll see him in November too.
Yeah.
Harchie was back behind the net.
That'll be a look, Justin. That'll be a
Oh
look.
yeah. Harchie trying to play at it, and now Nelson trying to play it on the backhand, but it's poked away from him by Gillespie. Now let's play it out. Pass across. Now Bradley takes over. Bradley throws it in. Tiggs plays it. Now Nitschke over to Horvath. Now over to Harchie. Chip pass up. Now Nelson plays it in. Horvath racing after it. Horvath running through there by a Flyer. Maintains possession though, and now Harchie. Back over to Horvath, and he just lost it. Now it's taken over. Chipped out and went past the Flyer forward Gillespie, and now it's taken over by Tiggs as he plays it over the cross of his D partner Harchie.
Nice play by Diggs there. Just get back. Could have been a 2-on-1, but he got back right away.
Now Rudo trying to get a stick on it, but he could not. Dubendorfer falls down. Still going after it. He's able to poke it off of the stick of the Dayton Flyer forward. Now a penalty called, I believe.
I think that one's going to be on Luke Schuler.
Yep.
But I do not know. Might be Trent Gray. Either way, I believe it's a trip. Turn me up a tad. Just a tad. Up.
And I'm not sure if we're going to get a penalty here.
Yeah, we will. Not see who was in the box though. He is right directly underneath us. Bowling Green will go to the penalty kill for the first time this game. 3:06 left in this first period. 4:06 left in this first period. Bowling Green leads 3-0. And that one will be dumped out by the Dayton Flyers alone.
Now Ward plays it out.
I can update it was not Luke Schuler or Trent Gray. That might have been Carter Klein. We'll see once he gets out of the box. I missed it once he walked in. Directly under us right now though.
Here come the Flyers of Dayton. Back behind the net.
Dayton still looking very aggressive, even down 3-0 as they run into the ref.
Now Bradley passes it to his teammate. Pass across, and the pass could not be handled, and the net comes off the moorings. That's 2.
That's 2. We are only 8 away if you're playing at home. I mean, that was lucky for Bowling Green that the Dayton Flyer didn't get that back on the stick. Didn't get stick back on the ice because that could have been really ugly.
That was a great pass across.
Just couldn't contain it. Dayton's got a broken stick. They'll skate back out.
PK unit on for the Falcons is Schuler, Rudo, Gray, and Kaiser. Face off one back. Played over to Smith for Dayton. Smith passed down low, and a great stick save made as it went off of a Flyer forward skate. Now Smith shoots, save, rebound, backhand. I believe Lapata got that one too, and it's played out by Rudo.
Man, is Lapata playing great or what right now?
And I mean, the movement, very, very swift movement. He's been able to move around very well, always getting squared to every shot he's faced so far. He's looked very sharp here in the early going.
From what I saw last year, he looks much more confident he was in his team than last year.
And now Zeeble plays it out.
Nice play by Big Z.
And I mean, that also comes with experience. Like last year, it was his first year. It takes a while. It takes some time to get settled in. And I would say right now, he's settling into his second year. He's looked very, very good here in the first, making his third start here today. He's looked very, very good so far.
And he has a lot of hockey experience. Obviously, should be at that age probably a normal high school or college senior, but he did play juniors.
Now behind the net, Dayton works it. Puck thrown on, save made by Lapata once again, and it's played out, but kept in by Ward.
Nice play by Ward right there to keep the puck in the zone.
Ward pickpocketed by Bertzlaff as he plays it out, and that will do it for the penalty. As you were right, that was Carter Klein in the box, and now it's played out.
It's easy to notice that long blonde hair of Carter Klein.
Odell trying to play it. Kerr pokes at it, and now Odell has it.
Chandler Odell in his first
Moving
game.
on in.
Nice move right there.
Taken by Charles for the shot. Save made with the shoulder. Rebound. And another glove save made by Studnicka, and he holds it. 2 great shots there by John Jaros, and 2 great saves made there by Jack Studnicka.
Obviously a great play by Odell, we'll say. I mean, he's in his first game. Does not seem like the nerves are there at the moment. Came in, made a nice move to Jaros. Stayed, didn't get selfish, and gave it right to him.
Now shot thrown on, save made by Studnicka. Now it's played out. Backhanded on, and the whistle blows the play dead with 1:37 to go. Face off outside the BG defensive zone. One back by Dayton as Ward plays it in. That will go down for an icing as Ward was just behind the red line. Minute 34 to go here in the first. BG with a 3-0 lead.
Keeping this line out there.
Archie is shot on. It was blocked off. And another shot. Score! Nick Tiggs threw it on net.
And he finally gets his first goal as a Falcon. He's come so close so many times in these past 3 games. And he finally buries one.
And a great shot there. I mean, it's like we said, throw pucks on net and good things happen. And right there, that increases their lead. 4-0 now here in the first period. A very, very solid first period here in the first 18 and a half minutes.
Beautiful bounce on the puck as well, as that puck fell right on Nick Tiggs' stick after Harshey's shot got deflected. And you can't complain, you can't ask for that to happen, but when it does, you got to capitalize.
Forwards are Papuanu, Denal, and Ferry, as now they're talking to the ref, I believe. And defensemen are Harchie and Tiggs. Denal on the draw.
And this first line can move right now, and see, here we go.
One over to Ferry. Ferry moves in, he shoots, and it was blocked off, comes in front, and covered up by Studnicka as it rolled right to him.
1:23 left in this first period. 4-0 Falcons. We'll get a draw left of Studnicka.
Right.
Yeah,
to the right.
That's on me. That's on me. Directions are hard.
Denal on the draw, and it's one back over to Ferry. Ferry trying to battle for it there.
I will say it is nice to see the Dayton fans coming out in full force tonight.
And that pass went off the mesh and back down, so the faceoff will come back into the offensive zone of BG.
These games are so much fun with an audience. If you can make it out to the Stroh Center, if you can make it out to the Slater Family Ice Arena, rather, I suggest you do it a lot. It makes these games are a lot of fun to watch.
I know everybody had fun last night at that game last night. And now Tiggs goes it down low, all the way around. Harchie racing in to go get it. Harchie pokes at it. It's in the corner now. Pass out front, and it went just past the stick of Tiggs. Ferry keeps it in. Great effort there from Cole Ferry. And a hit there as Ferry got knocked down.
And that let the Dayton fans up, hit right in front of their student section.
And now it's put back around as Ferry is hit again by the boards. Tiggs throws it around. Smith against Papuanu in the corner. Put back out. Harchie tried to get it over to Papuanu, but it went past him, and now Smith will take it out.
Nice moves by Smith there. Very talented line for the Bowling Green Falcons, and he just walked right through him.
Pass into the slot was taken over by Harchie as he plays it over to Denal. And now a pass across over to Ferry. He moves in. Ferry, he tried to toe drag, but he was stopped, but he gets it back. Puts it in front, and it was knocked away there by Smith as he plays it all the way back out. Just over 20 seconds to go here in the first period. Puck loose in neutral ice, taken over by Gillespie. Moves in, he shoots, and it was blocked off by Tiggs.
Tiggs playing a great game right now.
Great positioning from Nick Tiggs right there.
11 seconds left in these first period.
Pass up, and one last chance possibly. Pass in the middle, and the backhand save made by Studnicka. Great last chance for the Falcons as we will end the first period with BG leading 4-0, and we will have an interview for you coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Switch headsets.
I fixed it.
There we go. We're good. It's the person that did the mix. Yep, it's fixed. It's fixed. Whoever's headset that is, it's sweaty. Good? Yeah, we're good. Oh, we lost paper. It's fine.
Yes.
Welcome back to Dirty Birds Intermission Report. We saw a great period for the Falcons, up 4-0 right now. Cole Ferry's got 2 goals. Chase Null's got a goal, and Nick Tiggs has his first goal as a Bowling Green Falcon. What did you see out there? Did you like, Justin?
Well, for the first 5 minutes of the game, it was very competitive. Like, both teams were playing pretty evenly. Dayton looked a lot better than last night. And then BG took over, and they do what they do. It's the first line of Papuano, Denol, and Ferry. Ferry got the first 2 goals of the game. Denol added another goal, and then Tiggs had the puck come right to his stick, and he sniped it from a very tough angle. It may have been tipped. I'm not sure if it was tipped, but still a great shot by Tiggs either way. And, I mean, yeah, they have to keep on playing the way they have been if they want to keep on having success.
For a rookie like Nick Tiggs, what do you think that brings? We've seen some frustration with him, like coming so close, snapping his stick on the boards after missing a shot on goal. What do you think that first goal brings? The jitters gone.
Well, it's the monkey off your back. You feel a sense of relief, I think. I mean, I would feel a sense of relief. And, I mean, like, it's something that it haunts some people. I'm not sure if it haunts him, but it's going to for sure feel nice for him to finally get that first goal.
Well, at least that's over with, so, that puck will go in his dorm room in Kreischer and sit there for the rest of the year. So teams are back on the ice. Anything else before we wrap up this intermission report?
Let's get started. I'm excited.
Yeah. 4-0 right now. Leo Lapata has not given up a goal yet. 20 minutes left in the second period as we're about to start. This has been your Dirty Bird Intermission Report, and we will see you next intermission. Ready.
And we are back for the second period. Dustin Chicatano alongside Ben Shanahan.
Let's play some more hockey as both benches are buzzing right now.
Smith has it for Dayton.
First line back out for BG.
Works his way on in.
With the first defensive pairing of Trey and Zeeble. Or Gray and Zeeble, sorry, not Trey. Yeah.
Now in the corner, it goes past Papuano, and he tries to chop at it, and he gets to it. Great move, and he still has the puck. What great stick work there by Papuano. And this pass was taken away, though, by Smith and dumped back in behind Lapata. And it's thrown around by Zeeble. Stopped up there. Now it's loose in the slot, and now taken over by Denol. And Denol throws it in. And icing is called as he may have been just behind the red line. I believe he was.
Yeah, just barely.
And so the faceoff will come back down into the Dayton offensive zone. And then we'll take the faceoff, it looks like, to the right side of Leo Lapata.
Dayton fans getting loud right now.
Oh, yeah.
Reminiscence of last night.
What a shot save made by Lapata as it was deflected, and now it comes back behind the net.
I don't even know. I don't think Leo knew where that was. He was looking all around for it. It was between his legs.
He saw it as it was coming, but after it got tipped, he made a great save as that puck almost squeaked through his legs. Now it's thrown around. Ferry will try and chop it out as it stopped up. And Gillespie a shot, and it goes wide. Ward puts it back in deep. Ferry racing after it. Now Denol plays it back around. Zeeble pokes at it. Goes around the Flyer forward. And chops at it again. Now Papuano.
Papuano keeps fighting for it, but it's going to stay in the Dayton zone. Dayton's doing a great job doing what BG's done all game to give them trouble to break the puck out.
Hemming them in their own zone.
Tough.
Now another takeaway.
Tough break for the ref, just standing absolutely in the middle of the play.
The official got in the way of the play there.
Just standing right in the middle of it.
And now puck comes back around to see if Zeeble can get it out this time, and he does, but that will go down for an icing unless Ferry can beat out Dinkins here, and he cannot as icing is called.
All that work. We'll have another icing face-off.
And so all the players on the ice for BG right now were all the guys to start the period, and a minute 19 has gone by so far. That's not an extremely long amount of time, but when you're being hemmed in your own zone, it feels much longer, and the fatigue factor starts to wear its ugly head.
Yeah, and this isn't the beginning of the game either. This is the second period. They've already played 20 minutes of hockey. Or the teams have, I mean.
And now Dayton tries to control. Puck thrown in front, and they went wide of everybody in front. Now shot on, save made by Lapata as he saw it through traffic. A backhander, save, rebound, and it went just wide as it may have been tipped. Now thrown back through the crease. Nobody can get their stick on it, but Smith does. Goes it back into the corner. Puck in front. Papawan, who's checked off the puck. Now Zeeble has it. Zeeble goes back behind the net. Zeeble backhands one. Great backhand pass as it comes out of the zone. And a big hit there.
Ferries down a stick. New equipment manager of the Clubbers. Jack Orrs will get him a stick and back on the ice.
And now Denal moves in. And Denal tried to put it in front, but it was blocked off. Nitschke racing after it. Was able to keep it in. Now it's thrown back out as Nitschke throws it right back in once again. Smith will race back to go get it. Smith plays it around. Now stolen. Great move by Nitschke. Works his way in. He shoots, and a glove save made by Studnicka, and he holds it.
And that'll go in the garbage as Cole Ferry's stick did snap in half. Tough break for the equipment manager, Jack Orrs.
Face-off will be to the right side of Dayton goaltender Jack Studnicka. On the ice now for the Falcons. Nitschke, Horvath, Nelson, Tiggs, and Harchie. Horvath on the draw, and it's one back by Dayton over to Bradley as he throws it around over to Ward. Ward could not corral it. Now it's taken over by Harchie to Horvath. He plays it across over to Nelson. Nice spin move as he got the puck. Battling there with Ward, and he goes down in a big collision with Ward in the corner. Puck comes over to Tiggs. Tiggs shoots one. Score! Nick Tiggs! His second goal of the game as that puck had eyes. Found its way through traffic, and early in the second period, BG extends their lead. It's now 5-0.
We talked about getting the monkey off the back, and right there in the first 3 minutes, Nick Tiggs get his second goal of the game. Now we have a Hattie watch for Ferry and Tiggs at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And
17-16 left in this second period, and we still had all appear to play.
We talked about the defenseman getting in the scoring mix and the offensive mix. Nick Tiggs has certainly done that here in this game. 2 goals in the game already, and we're not even halfway through this contest.
And he'll stay on the ice. Change of forwards with Schuler, Rudo,
and Dubendorf.
Dubendorf back on the ice.
Shot on, save made by Lapata on the rebound. One behind the net, wrap around and went through the crease, and the net came off, and that's 3 times now.
That's 3 times for the player, or for the people playing at home. Dayton is not a fan.
And the Dayton coach having some words with the official about the net coming off. I mean, I would too. With the net keep on coming off. I mean, while they have pressure in the offensive zone, that's very frustrating for anybody.
Yeah. The ref and Dayton still exchanging words, and the puck is dropped.
Comes back over to Ward. Ward hit there by Schuler. Puck comes in front. It's loose there, and Tiggs is able to skate it out. Great awareness there by Tiggs. Now over to Schuler. Schuler moves in, pass in the middle, Tiggs, and he was hooked down there.
Oh, he's taken down.
Tiggs went down, and then Schuler ran over him as Tiggs is slow to get up. Harchie takes over. Pass back, stolen away.
I'm surprised that
wasn't
a tripping
shot on,
call.
Blocked off by Harchie.
Both men are back up.
Now wrap around, and they score! The Flyers get on the board with 16 and a half minutes to go here in the second period.
They did a great job of, after giving up rebound, protecting that zone every single time, and this time it finally just found the back of the net. It's 5-1 Falcons.
And this time it's Colin Umhafer on the goal as he made a great move. He went behind the net as if he was going to go towards the far corner, but he stopped up, threw it in front, and initially Lapata made the save, but it went off his pad and into the back of the net.
And for the first time today, we actually get to see the Dayton fan give some life as they're down, trying to keep their team back in this, down 5-1.
And now Jarl trying to poke at it, and now Bertzlaff puts it in. Kerr plays it towards the net and went just wide. Jarl is trying to race after it. Put over to Gillespie. Gillespie trying to get it out. Bertzlaff whacks at it there as it goes back into the far corner. The big hit there by Jarl in the corner on Smith. And Bertzlaff battling there. Now to play it up, and now played right back in as it went off a skate, and now Dinkins will go back to retrieve it for Dayton as he spins back behind the net. The Flyers looking to break out, and they're able to get the puck out. The big
Oh,
hit
and
there,
Schuler
right?
flattens a Dayton Flyers. Or Jaros flattens a Dayton
John
Flyer. My
Jaros,
bad.
big hit there, right in front of the BG bench. Now puck thrown in deep. Klein will go back to retrieve it. Klein puts it off the boards. Kerr trying to look for it. Now Klein will take over as he's got numbers going back the other way.
3-on-2 if they get back enough.
Klein shoots. It was deflected and goes up and over the netting, and that will stop play with 15:20.
And that'll be a souvenir for the Falcons that travel today.
15:28.
Orange jersey grab or orange sweatshirt grab that puck.
The faceoff will be to the left side, the right side, as all the players come over to the near circle. Be to the right side of Jack Studnicka, the Dayton netminder. Denol on the draw. First line, first pair. Out for the Falcons. Shot on, tipped, and save made by Studnicka as Ferry tried to get it on net off the draw. It went off of a player in front, and Studnicka saw it all the way as he was able to cover it up.
Yeah, we almost saw an own goal right there as it Dayton Flyer almost kicked it in his own net.
Yep.
Studnicka didn't see it, but luckily he got there. Oh, Ferry got flattened right there. He's back up and skating quick. And he got flattened.
Oh, yeah. Throwing back around. Papuanu trying to play it. Now Ferry plays it back out, and Gray just couldn't keep it in. Great effort there to try and keep it in. And now Zebo throws it back in deep. It goes wide of the net. Papuanu in to go get it. Now Ferry tried to play it back, but it was blocked off. And here comes Dayton back the other way. Thrown in deep, and now 2-on-1 chance here. And a pass up over to Ferry as he sprung. He moves in, and he just lost the puck as he was poke checked right as he got past the slot.
Nice play by the Flyers right
now
there.
Now Ferry's down in front of the net.
Ferry's getting up. We hope he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's skating off on his own power. Seems like Bowling Green wanted a tripping call there and a penalty shot.
I didn't want to mention it because I figured there were going to be numbers going back the other way. But, that was a mean chop at the legs there. And a big hit there. Ward on Odell.
Dayton.
In neutral ice.
Welcome to ACHA Hockey, Chandler Odell. You're going to get crushed.
And a hit there as Nitschke was down and he got hit right in the head. And now he gets to it. He shoots and a save made by Studnicka.
I mean, you lose 11-1 yesterday. You're down 5-1. There's no reason to be dirty here.
And now a hit there as Harchie never had the puck as he was knocked down. And now they're battling in the corner. As it is getting feisty now. Pass up. Harchie racing after it. Harchie stops up. Washed there by Dinkins as he plays it near Odell, but it went past him. Now, Nitschke tried to get it, and now it's cleared out. And a big hit there by Tiggs. And now it's thrown back in. We are seeing the physical play really start to come out in both teams now. Nelson tries to get to it.
He gets tripped up.
He lost his footing as he got hit. Now Tiggs keeps it in, comes over to Rudo. Rudo pass across. Harchie, and he just missed it as it went between his legs and his stick. Comes back around.
To Odell.
Pass across by Odell, went wide of Harchie and back out as BG will get reset. Pass over to Odell. He moves in.
Nice
and
move.
A great move. Puts it in front. And the tip chance by Dubendorfer as he just missed it. Great heads-up play there by Odell to put it in front.
Huge hit by Rudo in the corner there, too. This is going to be a tough one. They're going to have to get the ice bats out after this one.
Now Harchie tries to play it out. And it bounces over the stick of Dinkins, and it's covered up by Studnicka as that was a pretty crazy sequence in between this whistle and the previous whistle. Lots of hitting, lots of action.
That's why they tune into it, Justin, though. This is beautiful hockey. Smart move by Studnicka. The Flyer lost it on his stick. Might as well just cover and get a face-off instead of Schuler, a 1-on-0 chance.
13:02 remaining here in the second. BG with a 5-1 lead. Shot on, save made by Studnicka on the shot from Schuler. Now Kaiser backhands it in deep. It was blocked off, and now a pass up. There's a 2-on-2 chance for Dayton. Shot on, save made, as it may have been deflected. I believe it was. Now poked at by Klein. He pokes at it again. Loose in the corner, comes back out over to Bradley, puts it on net. And I believe Lapata may have gotten a piece of it. Not sure if he did, though.
Puck still loose.
Now Kaiser puts it off the glass and out. Comes over to Schuler as he puts it off the glass and races in after it.
Ref in the way.
And he's got men breaking, puts it in front. And a shot. And they score. That's Mark Rudo on the goal. And BG extends their lead. They go back up by 5.
We said this team could score, and they do. Mark Rudo with the goal, the New Jersey native. And here he comes to celebrate with his team. And he get back on the scoring sheet.
And it's like we said, we're seeing all the Lions here contribute today. The middle 6 Lions have been very, very effective in this game.
We'll get a new line out as the Birchloff line comes back on. And Zeeble taking himself with a nice move.
Zeeble puts it in front and a save.
Puck's loose.
Made by Studnicka.
Studnicka puts it back out to his own team.
And now Gillespie lost his footing. And now it's played by Kerr. Kerr with a great move. He works his way in. And a big hit there as he was being ridden down already. And he got hit there as they're keeping him down.
Oh, and he throws a stick at his helmet. That's just no call there.
And
Bowling Green bench wanted it, though.
And a hit there in the corner by Kerr as he's coming right back at the guys who hit him. Great to see the feistiness there shown by Luke Kerr. And now
you got to defend your team. You got to defend yourself in that situation. Charles' pass
Gillespie moves in. Gillespie, a shot on save made by Lapata. And now it's loose right at the side of the net. Comes in front, and Zeeble will skate it out. Zeeble racing
coming
out.
Down the zone.
Always dangerous. He moves in. Oh, great move. He's in all alone, and he tried to go 5-0, and it was stopped by Studnicka.
How many times have we said Zeeble's been so close, and right there again, so close from his first clubber's goal.
Now Denal racing in after it. Denal hit there.
I think Zeeble's going to be like a guy like Tiggs. Once he gets his first goal, they're coming in bunches.
And now Gray and a Flyer going at it in the corner.
And they're throwing punches there. They're just going to let him play. This is old-time hockey, baby.
That's
going to go to Denal.
For Denal. Denal trying to get to it. It's stolen away by Smith. Smith plays it in, and a delayed offside is called as they get back on side. Zeeble chops at it, and a reverse hit there. And now Denal will play it.
Gray still fighting with number 11 on the Dayton Flyers. Like I said, you don't want to mess with.
Long pass over to Ferry. Ferry takes his time, puts it in the middle, and was tipped away. Now Gray will play it. Now it's taken away. Ferry chopping at it there. Flyers keep possession, and now stolen away by Denal, racing in after it. Denal puts it in front. Now Ferry. And I believe he made a save. Great save made there by Studnicka. Oh, wait, I'm not sure.
I don't know how you could really.
He made a save. Oh, my goodness. What a save there by Studnicka.
I mean, he pulled it out of the net, though. I guess they called it dead before it went in the net. But
yeah, I don't know. We weren't able to see it from our angle, but when he got up, I saw the puck sitting right before the red line. So I guess it never went in.
Dayton Flyers fans giving it to the Bowling Green bench right now. I mean, they just got to look at the scoreboard.
Denal on the draw. And it's one back over to Denal. And he's running two there by 2 different Dayton Flyers.
I mean, that's where you're going to take Denal down. He's a big
try
guy.
And keep it in. Now it's chopped at. And now it's thrown back in by BG. Smith has it now. Smith pass across.
Papanauer decides not to take the hit as Dayton Flyer makes his own right here.
Great poke there by Harchie.
Nice hit by Papanauer right there.
And now Smith spins in the corner. Smith waits.
And they're just going to keep spinning behind the net because they can't get out of it.
Plays it around.
And
big hit there in the corner by Tiggs. Now shot on was blocked. Goes up and over in the corner.
I don't know how that one didn't go out of play, but we're still playing hockey. Tiggs is one of those guys that you don't want to mess with because he'll just hit you.
And the shot on just wide. As Denal was watching his man in the corner. That's played in deep. Papuanu stops it. Denal trying to poke at it. Now it's played out by Harchie. Comes then over towards Denal. Denal tries to poke at it, and a hit there.
Oh, and Denal's down. Very dirty hit. He hit his head off right off the glass at the bench.
Is down.
I mean, that was brutal. Denal's still down. That was a dirty hit. I don't care what you say. You come right at the bench. Yeah. Denal's back up. He's slow to get up. We might see a Dayton Flyer leave the ice. As Tiggs went to go after the guy, he got back on the bench. Denal is up but slow. I mean, that was clearly a dirty hit.
I mean, it's good to see him get up. I mean, he had two guys draped all over him, and then
you saw
to come right to the back, right in the numbers, right on the boards. That's as dirty as it gets.
I mean, it's as dirty as you get. And the boards changing from the bench right on that corner. That's not protective. It got that cushion there, but it's that doesn't matter when your head hits off of it.
No, it's
an absolutely disgusting play.
Hitting in the numbers on the back by the boards. I mean, like that's everybody knows you can't hit there.
No, you can't at all. I mean, we saw Zdeno Chara get suspended in the NHL for that for many games a couple years ago.
That's the most dangerous play in hockey. Hit on the numbers into the boards. It's it's a very dangerous hit.
Yeah,
but
it's disgusting.
But the one good thing that came out of that was Danault was able to get up off the ice under his own power.
And we'll see what happens here as both captains are talking to the refs. I think it's going to stick at a 2-minute penalty, but I just don't get that, Justin. I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been dominating you all series. He has 11 points, and now you're going to take him out.
They're going to call boarding.
2-minute.
2-minute minor for boarding is the call. Power play unit on. They're throwing on the second unit of Rudo, Jaros, Horvath, Nelson, and Tiggs.
And I'm not saying that as a Bowling Green, announcer. That's disgusting, and that only being 2 minutes is absolutely a joke.
I mean, just get past it.
You got to move on if you're Bowling Green. You got to keep playing.
Play your game. You've been playing great all game. Do not let it get in.
You can't sink down to their level.
Rudo and Horvath having some words with each other, talking over what they might try and draw up here on the man advantage.
Seems like Danault's okay. He's still on the bench. Has yet to leave the game right now.
It's great news. Great news. Very, very big player for the Falcons. As we mentioned before, he's got over 10 points in the last.
Oh, never mind. They've just changed it. Double minor. I don't know what the call is there.
So right now we're looking up at the clock.
From our camera guy, Tanner said it was a 4-minute double minor. There's still another 2 up there. I don't know if we got a 5 on. No, we got a 5 on 4. So I believe that's just.
It might be a error in the on the score clock.
Yeah, I think it's just a 4-minute minor,
yeah,
Justin.
On the score clock. It says there's a 2-minute a penalty listed and a 4-minute penalty listed. Not sure what they are, but it's 5 on 4. Face off, one back over to Rudo. And now Tiggs. Tiggs back to Rudo. Over to Tiggs again. Tiggs waits. Over to Rudo now. Now Horvath. Back to Rudo. Rudo waiting with it. Now Horvath.
Just back and forth. They're just playing pass out there.
One-timer by Tiggs. Save. Rebound. It's loose and they score. Colin Nelson. His first goal as a BG clubber. And it's 7-1 Bowling Green.
What a beautiful celebration. Colin Nelson's been hearing it from the fans all day. He skates up there, just does a beautiful bow. It's 6-1 Bowling Green Falcons. I don't know why that guy's leaving the box. I thought it was a double minor. And now
I guess
fans are giving it to him back, but what a beautiful celebration by Colin Nelson.
It is possible that there were 2 guys in the box, and as you can see on our camera, the fans and the opposing side of the ice have some choice words.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They scored the goal, and the bow is absolutely beautiful. I love the swagger, love the confidence of this team. You can't get too confident, though. You got to stay serious.
They keep the same unit on the ice, and the whistle blows the play dead.
And they're just gonna keep giving to them all game. It doesn't matter. The BG Falcons are up 6-1. You love the atmosphere in ACHA hockey, as we will not have any volume on it.
Horvath on the draw again. Horvath on the draw again. As the officials blow the play dead once again, and they have some words for the Dayton student section as they tell them to quiet down.
And we'll see if we get a couple fans ejected here, as they're saying there was nothing said at the entire time. And we are still waiting to play action. We don't know what's happening at this point. And I mean, the Bowling Green coaching staff's laughing about it. I don't see why this is an issue.
And I mean, you could say what you want being in the stands, or some things that you have to refrain from saying, but I mean, like, they're just having fun over there, trying to get in the heads of the Falcons. But I mean, it's kind of hard to when you're up by 6.
Yeah, I mean, and you might as well have fun if you're down 6-1.
Takes controls. 6-1. Yep.
6-1. I thought it was 7-2.
I believe maybe that goal didn't count.
No, it's 7-1 according to our stat guy.
It is 7-1. I guess they didn't change the score. I believe it's 7-1. Yep. And the score just changed. It is now 7-1.
At this point, just turn off the scoreboard.
Yep.
Might as well make it nice for him.
Tiggs, pass across. Now Rudo. Rudo moves in.
Great work by our producer Chip to get that goal before the arena did.
Nelson, and offside is called. As the faceoff will come back out of the zone.
Man, I can't wait to watch your stream back and watch that bow gun. That was absolutely beautiful, Justin. We'll have, at center ice, we'll have a draw. No, no, okay.
Yep.
Neutral zone, yeah.
Outside at the neutral dot.
All right, my bad. The ref was standing right there with his hand up.
The first unit comes out on the ice, and we see Denol back out on the ice. Great to see him back out there.
Yeah, that'd be a big loss for the Falcons as he scored 11 points against the Dayton Flyers right now.
Papuanu washed out by Smith. Stays with it. Great effort there. Still has it. And drops it off for Zeeble as they get set up on the power play. Ferry now. Over to Zeeble. Zeeble back to Ferry. Ferry tries to corral it, and he does. Back over to Zeeble. Zeeble back to Ferry. Ferry pass across, and he just missed it all on the cross crease pass.
Yeah, he was looking for a one-timer there. Just didn't work as Dayton will clear that out. 51
Throwing
seconds
all
left.
the way back down.
Lapata will corral it behind the net. Zeeble will take it.
And now over to Nitschke.
We got probably a final rush left.
Pass across.
What's the call there?
Whistle stops play as I believe it went up and into the bench.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a very tough angle we had over here as we are up in the skybox in between both benches.
Beautiful view from everything. And sorry about that. The technical difficulties. I believe we are back. At least I can hear myself.
Yep,
so we are back. Sorry about that.
So it's a very crammed. It's very crammed up here in the small skybox.
But we made the trip, and I think I lost myself again. No, I did not. All right.
Thrown back out.
5:55 left in this one. 7-1 Bowling Green Falcons.
Now played back in.
Looking to beat yesterday's score.
Now shot on. Gets tipped wide. Now thrown in front, and a shot, and a great save by Lapata, and he covers it up.
Beautiful point blank save by Lapata once again. He's been doing that all day today. As Bertzloff line will switch off for the line of Rudo, Schuler, and Dubendorf.
And now the face-off will be to the left of Leo Lapata. On the ice for the Falcons are Schuler, Rudo, Kaiser, Dubendorfer, and Klein.
And Schuler win that draw.
Kaiser trying to poke at it. He couldn't quite find it. And now Dayton takes over. And a shot on save made by Lapata. And you see how quick he's reacting to that puck.
Yeah, he looks really smooth right now.
Very quick reactions, cat-like reflexes. He's looked great in this game so far.
And they're off right now,
yeah,
but
delayed
Schuler's
offside.
going to get back.
Dinkins takes over for Dayton.
Dubendorfer staying with him at the moment. That's something that
now
I like from the Bowling Green Falcons.
Kept in by
year.
Schuler. He moves on in.
He's going to whip at it.
And he tried to put it on net. And he knocked down Smith, puts it in front. Now Rudo a shot and a big 6 save made by Studnicka.
And here comes Schuler's going to hack at him.
Now it's thrown in. Klein gets it behind the net. Klein's pass up. It was taken away. Now a chance
Dayton's
here for Dayton. A shot on and a good save made with the blocker by Lapata, and it goes up and into the mesh. 4:43 to go here in the second. BG with a 7-1 lead.
Lapata's done a great job with just no traffic in front of him, just absolutely taking that one right off the chest and making sure this game stays 7-1 and the Dayton fans stay angry. 4:43 left in the first period as we will change to
Horvath will be on the draw. Now shot on by Bradley, and it got blocked out in front. And going down to the ice is Trent Gray. Slow to get back up. And the puck behind the net.
He's
now shot on save made with the pad by Lapata.
An absolute warrior move by Gray not to get off and just stage for this defensive play as he's hurting.
And we see he's in a lot of discomfort. He's staying on the ice. Great effort there.
An absolute
from the BG,
monster.
From the BG assistant captain. And now Nelson will try and play it out.
See if we can get Gray off the ice.
He's got Nishki and he gives it to him. Nishki moves in. He shoots. Save made by Studnicka, and he holds it.
Gray's going to get off the ice right here.
4:07 to go here in the second. BG maintains their 6-goal lead. And I know he hasn't faced as many quality shots as last night. However, I have been impressed with Jack Studnicka's performance for Dayton. I mean, it's got to be very deflating from last night. 5 goals and you get pulled. I know he's given up 7 goals, but I mean, he's looked good. And a save and a rebound, and they score.
Make that 8
That's
goals.
on cue. And,
what a beautiful stat, Justin. We'll take that. It's 8-1 Bowling Green Falcons.
I apologize for the bad timing. But
that's great timing. We just scored a goal.
Nevertheless, I believe that was Nitschke who put home the rebound.
His first goal is he had a goal last night.
Yep,
his second goal in as many games.
Yep, second goal of the season, second goal this weekend. 8-1, BG leads with 4 minutes to go here in the second period. As they battle for it there, and Gillespie takes it away. Gillespie tries to put it through his legs, and he does. Goes it on net, and it went just up and over Lapata through the crease. Now Horvath pass up, as he just missed Nitschke. He's racing after it, icing his way off.
Yeah, this Bowling Green team is playing fast. I don't know what was said just in the last 5 minutes, but they are moving down the ice.
And everyone's got that notable attribute. And
they can just turn it on like nobody's business.
For Chase Nitschke, that's his speed.
Yeah.
We saw it last year, and we just saw it there. He can move. One of the fastest players on the ice for both teams.
Yeah, and I mean, that's something that Bowling Green picked up a lot in this offseason is speed. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I thought we were going to have a big hit there, but both guys just bounce off each other.
3.5 minutes to go here in the second period. Harchi banks it off the boards, pass up over to Papuanu when he just missed it. And icing is called as Smith got to it first. 3:23 to go here in the second now, as we will have the faceoff back in the BG defensive zone. As they will keep the same players out on the ice here. They got through a portion of the change, so the first line is Papuanu, Nelson, and Horvath, as they were trying to get the first line out on the ice, so they still have to get Ferry and Deneau out. Shot on, blocker save made by Lapata. Horvath chopped at it, but he missed it on the clearing attempt. Still trying to battle for it, but he couldn't get it. Now it's thrown all the way back around to the near corner. Nelson whacks at it. Now back behind the net. Horvath tries to take it, and now Nelson plays it out. Stopped up there by Dinkins. Dinkins Plays it over, loose, and taken away by Papawannu.
Papawannu's going to take it up the zone.
He moves on in. Here he comes. Great move. He works his way on in. He shoots, and he put it off the outside of the net as he was falling down. Great effort to be able to get a shot off there. Now a pass up went wide of a Dayton Flyer, and icing is called. 2:38 left to go here in the second period.
It's 8-1, and Bowling Green's looking to get a better goal scoring than last night with 11. I mean, you can't get really much better than that, but we'll see if we can do it. Only
First
3-goal shirt.
First line out on the ice. They've been extremely dangerous tonight and in both games this weekend. And they put Jaros out there with Ferry and Denal, so mixing up the lines a bit. I like it.
Get some guys' experience in this game. I mean, it's 8-1. Might as well see if any of these lines can work better than what you've had so far.
We've seen Jaros get a couple chances here in this game, and a shot there, and it got deflected just wide. Speaking of Jaros, now
and he's going to hit him.
Back around. And taken by Dayton as they try and get it out, and they do. Kaiser will settle it down by the red line. Let's play it all the way back in, where Dinkins will go in to play it. Dinkins being watched here by Denal. Poked it in there by Klein, and now taken over by Dayton.
This team is staying. That's what I like about this team this year is they are staying with them. No free zones passed.
Kaiser trying to play it, and he plays it over towards Briggs. Now it's played over into the corner. Ferry chops at it, and it goes all the way back down. Denal trying to get to it, trying to play it with a stick. And he couldn't quite corral it, as now Dayton will get it back. And they throw it around. Klein will take it now. Klein's pass up. Ferry moves on in. Ferry back
nice
over
play.
to Denal. And Denal put it behind his back in, but it was taken away by the Dayton Flyers. Now a drive, and it went off the, I believe,
ankle.
the shin of Kaiser, and he goes down, but is able to come to one knee and get back up as he is okay. Great to see.
Yeah,
That
one's going to leave a bruise tomorrow.
1:28 left to go here in the second. Face-off will be to the left side of Leo Lapata. Bertzlaff on the draw. With him is Kerr and Odell on defense. Zeeble and Gray, the ever-dominant defensive pair.
It's nice to see Gray back out there as well, as he was slow to get up, but he's going to keep playing. Warrior, Gym Rat, what else can we explain? Trent Gray.
Thrown into the near corner. Gray will play it. Gray backhands one around. Kerr tried to play it there, went off his stick, but now he gets back to it as it bounced over to him, and now Odell plays it.
That'll be a hand pass.
Yep.
At least the call is a hand pass.
1:07 left to go.
Just
here in the
bounced
second.
right over his stick, didn't touch it, and
And the
it
face-off,
happens.
because it was played at first back in the defensive zone, it will come back into the defensive zone of BG, and this time it will be to the right side of Leo Lapata at the far circle. Bertzlaff on the draws to keep all the same players out there. And then the face-off is bounced over to the Dayton Flyers, but now taken away. Now Bertzlaff has it over to Chandler Odell, making his club debut. Shot on, and he rang it off the post. What a shot. Now Bertzlaff put it in front. Kerr trying to get to it. Kerr battling for it, and now it's taken away. As here come the Flyers as they race out. Now a shot on, save made by Lapata. Now Kerr plays it out over to Odell. Odell moves on in. He shoots as it was tipped, and it goes up into the mesh. 34 seconds left to go here in the second period.
Chandler Odell trying to make his Bowling Green club debut even more special. Already has assists tonight, looking for his first goal.
I mean,
he's come so close. He can't get much closer than that.
He was at the point when he took that shot. He was just past the blue line, and he just let it go, and that was a sizzling shot. High blocker side, and he just rang it off the iron.
And these freshmen have a lot of power this year. I'll say that. Tiggs, we've seen slap from a blue line score.
Now shot on, went just high and wide off the stick of Rudo.
Looking for his second goal of the game.
Gray trying to battle for it there. Now it's taken away and poked at. Schuler trying to get to it, and as it comes out of the zone, Zeeble will take over and dump it back in on net. Glove there by Studnicka as he plays it over to his teammate. That's Smith right there. 15 seconds to go in the period. Smith, long pass out. Gillespie battling there with Zeeble. All the way back down. Icing waved off. Not sure why. Zeeble pokes at it. Comes in front. Gray plays it out. 2 seconds and 1. And that will do it for the second period. BG scores another many goals here in this period. I believe it was
2.
It was 3.
Three. Okay.
4. No, it's 4. 4
Yeah,
goals.
it's hard to keep track when he keeps scoring all these goals.
Yep. So that will be the end of the second period. We hope to have a interview for you during this intermission. So don't go anywhere. We will be back right after this short break. And we are back as we have an interview here with Tanner Smith. So, Tanner, what have you liked from BG here in the first few periods?
I really think we've been running our system well, like as a team, and it's really hard for Dayton to try and kind of keep up with the trap and everything. And I also like how we've been switching our lines up a little bit. You know, in a game like this, it's good to get different pairs going to see if we have good chemistry with other line mates and whatnot, switching it up. So it's kind of nice being able to see us still produce and switch up the lines and whatnot.
And what do you think? Like, I mean, it's a big third period coming up. I mean, they're up by 7, so no reason to be all aggressive, play passive. Do you think that the mindset is on next weekend now. Right after this game, the mindset shifts right to next weekend.
Yeah, I think really this third period is kind of like a tone setter for that. It's a big conference game. I mean, even though they're not as good in the conference, it still shows and really sets the tone for the next conference games we have coming up and whatnot.
And thank you, Tanner. Can't wait to see you back on the ice soon.
Thank you.
And we will be back for the third period coming up soon. The Zamboni's still on the ice, so stay tuned for the third period coming up. And we are back here at Kettering Ice Arena in Dayton, Ohio. I am Justin Chicatano alongside my broadcast partner, Benjamin Shanahan. So, Ben, 20 minutes left to go here in the game. Not much to say heading into the period. I mean, BG's dominated the game once again.
Whole series. It's 19-1 right now.
What are you looking for here?
Right now.
What are you looking for here? Here in the third.
I mean, you got to stay healthy. Don't do anything that puts you more in danger and risk. 20 minutes left in this one. Just leave with a win and go home. But you want to stay confident. You got a big week next week against Miami.
Yep.
As the puck drops.
Ferry on the draw that time. And this one back by Dayton. Gillespie trying to get a stick on it, and he does. Moving on in, down the near wing.
Yeah, I think Drew's just kind of – oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought lines were changed up again. They just kind of put Ferry at center.
And they moved Denal to wing.
Changing it up a little bit.
And now behind the net. Thrown in front, and it went off of the leg of Denal. And he looks a bit shaken up after that. Ward has it. Big drive, and it was blocked out in front. And Dickens put it on net as it sailed up and over the net. Denal racing in after, tried to poke it along, and he did. Now Papuanu takes over, races down the wing. He shoots, and he put it off the outside of the net. And now Ward takes it out, banks it off the glass, and now races in after it, racing with Tiggs. Tiggs gets to it first.
Tiggs had a great game so far.
Pass up, and a big chance here. 3-on-2. It could be. Now Ferry shoots, and a big hit there.
He gets crushed right there, and he hasn't
hit
moved.
on the shot.
He's getting up slow, but
and
he'll be back
now
up.
A chance for Dayton. A shot blocked off by Harchie. Great block there by Harchie.
Way to use your body on the line right there.
And a big hit there by Denal.
Denal crushes the kid. Oh my goodness, he flew.
And I don't want to assume anything, but it looked like the guy going behind the net for Dayton was going to attempt the Michigan. That's what it looked like. From my point of view, that's what it looked like. His stick was trying to get the puck. He was trying to get the puck onto his blade.
I mean, I know they're called the Dayton Flyers, but Denal shows the mascot at work. That kid went.
Denal set the kid flying.
Yeah.
Set the Flyer flying.
No pun. I mean, pun intended there, but man, was that a hit. I really hope we got that on camera.
And I believe that dump in went off the linesman. It hit something, and it went back over near the Dayton zone. Now it's played by Harchie, back over to his D partner. That's Nick Tiggs. Now back over to Logan Harchie. Harchie passed up, went wide of Nitschke, and icing is called with 18:22 left to go here in the third. And I mean, goals from all the lines here tonight. You got goals of plentiful from the first line, and you got Mark Rudo getting on the board, Colin Nelson getting on the board. So at least one player from each of the top 9 lines.
Nelson's second goal is a clubber.
Yep. And a big miss hit there by Harchie. They worked their way in. Pass in front. Backhand save made by Lapata with the right pad. Now Nelson backhands it out. Nitschke trying to play it. Now it's thrown back in. Tiggs will go and get it. Tiggs backhands one around. Harchie now. Harchie gives it back over to Tiggs. Tiggs back over to Harchie. He lets it go past him, and now Nitschke will play it, but it went past him. It's dumped back in off of Nitschke, and it goes all the way back down where Bradley will go back to play it for Dayton.
Dayton's trying to break it out of the zone. That's going to
take away by Dubendorfer. Dubendorfer over to Rudo. Rudo put it in front. Schuler trying to get a shot off, but he was pickpocketed right in front of the net. Now
nice pass by Dubendorfer and Rudo there.
And it comes around. Klein tried to play it. It's a bounce off of his stick. Now pass in the middle as Dubendorfer lost it, and now it's taken away by Dayton. He didn't lose it. He lost sight of it, excuse me. Shot thrown on, blocked off by Klein. Now Rudo trying to play it. Now Schuler tried to play it back over to his teammate, and it was taken away, and a shot on went wide. Thrown in front, and nobody could get their stick on it, and now Smith has it. Smith threw it in front, blocked off, and now Schuler trying to race after it. And he's able to get to it. What a play.
Schuler breakaway.
He moves on in. He shoots, and he put it wide. And it goes up into the mesh, but no, I guess they let the play go on, and a shot and a save made by Studnicka. Or no, I believe that's Short that's in the net now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to say that Short is changed out for Studnicka.
Jackson Short is now in the net. Pass across wide as it went through the crease. Now Rudo.
Second time we've seen Dayton change their goalie in as many games.
Plays it around. Smith plays it down low. Now back around. Smith trying to get it. Smith plays it back over into the near corner. Flyers trying to get something going here on offense. Rudo battling for it there. Now Klein takes it away. Klein's pass was stopped. Now Dayton tries to break it out. Puck dumped in. Big hit there by Luke Schuler.
Schuler absolutely eats it as the ref is holding the stick. Someone must have had a twig snap.
Now Kerr tries to get to it. And a hit there by Jaros. And Jaros is able to dump it into the zone.
If you're Bowling Green, you do not want to swoop down this level. You do not want to get anybody injured here.
And a big hit there by Jaros again. And Jaros is hitting people all over the ice. Now back behind the net. The Flyers take it. Puck comes in front and a Fandon shot. And now Jaros fell over one of the Flyers forwards. A pass up. Stolen by Bertzloff.
We could honestly see this turn into a rivalry after this series. Both teams absolutely hate each other, and they're still in the same conference.
Now Bertzloff races in after it. Into the zone he takes it. Pass across. Jaros, and he was stick checked there by Briggs. Now it's taken out. Here comes Smith. Smith moves in. Smith holds up there, and he just lost it there. And a big hit there by Jaros on Smith.
The enforcer for the Bowling Green Falcons.
And Jaros lost a shot there. And it comes out, and now Trent Gray on a breakaway. Gray moves in. Trent Gray, and he just lost it. And now thrown on net by Bertzloff, but he was taken down.
He gets crushed, and he's down.
Put in front, and the net came off, and a shot on. Deflected save made by Studnicka.
Not Studnicka, short. Sorry.
Bertzloff is looking up at the official as he got knocked down, and he was kept down there for quite a while after he got knocked down.
And
hey,
to get up.
No harm in knocking somebody down, but, I mean, let them play. Don't just keep on standing over and pushing them down on the ice. So
Bertzloff not happy with that one. He's going to go back to the bench.
First line on the ice is now Papuanu will take the faceoff. That's one back by Dayton, played out by Smith, or excuse me, that's Ward. Dinkins racing in to go get it as he will play it away from Papuanu's direction.
Yeah, as I see now, it is short as he just showed the back of his numbers. Just to confirm that. Janal's going to skate with him, see what he does.
Now, shot on, save made by Lapata, and it was loose in the crease. Dangerous rebound there, but it was cleared out by the Falcons. And now Ward will play it. And a great stick there from the Knowles. He blocked off the pass. Now Papuanu tried to maintain control, but he could not as the puck was bouncing over his stick. Now here come the Dayton Flyers back the other way. The shot on, save made by Lapata as he saw it all the way.
Oh, someone goes down hard. Mikey popping out, and he's getting punched in the face. Right in front of the ref, no call.
And now Tiggs shoots, save made by Short. Now
another
shot thrown
twig
on.
snapped. Another twig snapped, rather. Don't even know what I just said there.
And now Denola put it in front, and Ferry just missed the tap-in on that pass. And now takeaway. Oh, and a great play with the stick there by Harchie to prevent a breakaway. Now comes all the way back down. Gillespie races in after it. Gillespie checked off there by Tiggs. Puck comes back out of the zone where Bradley will play it now. Now comes over to Harchie. Harchie off the boards, taken there by Nitschke. Delayed offsides is called, though. And here come the Dayton Flyers back the other way. And a hit there by Harchie as he couldn't get all of them there. Thrown in front, and it went past everybody, and it goes all the way back out into neutral ice.
I will say if you're Bowling Green, yeah, you want to hit him. Yeah, you want to stay aggressive, but you do not want to get someone ejected out of this one. You have a big matchup against the Miami Redhawks next week.
And something that I like what BG forward Tanner Smith said during the intermission, this period is a tone setter for both this weekend and also next weekend.
I mean, we both know and hang out with the team. We can tell you this team is ready for Miami. They want Miami, and they've had that game circled on their schedule since they've been eliminated last year in the playoffs.
And, I mean, you got 13 minutes left to go here in this game. You worry about
the clock's not working.
You worry, the clock's not running. Okay, well, you worry about Dayton for the next 13 minutes until the end of the period, and then they're ready to take on Miami. They've been talking about it since before the season started.
I mean, Brownie didn't even know if he was starting or not today, and last night he did say.
Shot on, save made by Lapata. The rebound saved by Lapata. It's still loose, and it's cleared out there by Horvath.
And he was talking about Miami last night. Didn't even think about this game. Obviously, Lapata in the net now, so maybe he did know something we didn't, but still, as I'm saying.
Horvath trying to get it. And now Rudo trying to pick it up.
I mean, I love Rudo. He just not quit on plays. He loses the puck, and he's making a hard
And he has great puck control. He could have multiple guys draped all over him, and he will find a way to keep possession of the puck. Puck thrown all the way down. Icing waved off.
I didn't really understand that one. Leo Lapata not happy with that one.
Puck thrown back in by Smith. Klein trying to race to go get it. So Klein will take over. Pass across. Stolen away by Smith. Smith moves in. Smith shoots. Glove saved by Lapata, and he holds it.
The ref's getting called over to the Dayton bench.
And we
shout out.
We are now acknowledging the clock error. The clock reads 13:02 in the arena, but on the broadcast for us it reads 12:08 as our clock was ticking during play, but the clock here in the arena was not.
That's going to be they're going to change to 12:20. Chip almost was right, and they decided he was wrong. I don't think Chip's wrong. Shout out producer Chip. And it's now running. 12:19, 12:17 left on the clock.
Behind the net, taken there by Gray. Gray flips it out off of Dubendorfer's stick, but kept in by Dinkins. Shot on, went just wide through traffic. Now Zeeble trying to get possession of it. Zeeble plays it out just wide of Dubendorfer, out of his reach.
They're going to call offside. Schuler just got ahead of the puck.
11:59 left to go here in the third period. BG still with a 8-1 lead still. Schuler on the draw. Forwards with him are Dubendorfer and Rudo, and defensemen Zeeble and Gray. Face off one back by Dayton. Ward trying to play it there against Rudo. Let's play back in. Dinkins plays it around to his teammate, and now it's played out. But great keeping there by Dubendorfer as he jumped up in the air, and they called a hand pass as he wasn't able to corral it.
Dubendorfer also not the biggest guy. Absolutely has hops, though. Did you see how high he got up in there to catch that puck?
He was very determined to keep that puck in the zone. And they will keep the same players out on the ice.
Schuler's going to take the draw.
This one back again by Dayton. And the pass went off of Dubendorfer. I feel like I just called that.
Yeah.
Shot on, save made by Lapata, and he will hold on to it. 11:43 left to go here in the third period. And now some words being exchanged by the officials and some players on Dayton and some players on BG.
I think Trent Gray and Zeebel's down there, the defensive pairing that the both of us and Bowling Green fans absolutely love this year.
Been very impressed with them with their play so far. Now shot on was fanned on. Dubendorfer trying to play it. And now Schuler takes it away. Great effort there by Dubendorfer to keep the puck away from Dayton. The shot on, save made, the rebound, and it goes back behind the net.
That goal almost had Doobie head-butted in on accident.
And Schuler just could not keep the puck in. And a shot on by Rudo, and he broke his stick as he has to go back and get another one.
Twigs are snapping everywhere in this third period. That's got to be at least the sixth.
Now pass back over to Gray. Gray waits with it. Flip pass. Up and over Jaros. Now it's played back in. Comes all the way around. Shot thrown on. Save made by Lapata. Now it's taken up by Gray. Gray pass across over to Odell. Odell tried to backhand and a big hit there at the red line.
Odell just got crushed and he's back up skating quick.
He gets right back up. Always good to see.
Yeah, he was having trouble with the puck and then just had on a swivel right there. Didn't see him, and he just got
now Bertzlaff over to
hit.
Gray. Gray moves in with speed. Gray shoots, save made by Short, and the rebound is cleared out of the crease. Now Tiggs tries to play it. And Bertzlaff got tied up there with one of the players on Dayton.
Bowling Green will reset.
Pass over to Tiggs, went through his legs, off the boards. Now it's played back in. Odell will take over, and he turns it back over to Smith. Smith moves in.
No one can get past the blue line.
Move around Odell. He put it in front, and it was deflected, and now Bertzlaff will clear it out of there. Jaros trying to get to it. Jaros, backhand pass over to Bertzlaff. Bertzlaff moves in. BG captain shoots one, and he whistled one just high and wide. High glove side.
10 minutes left in the third period.
Archie trying to play it. It went past him.
Nice play by Tiggs to make sure there wasn't a breakaway right there.
And now Bertzlaff races it in, stops up there, And he throws one towards the net and went just wide as the Falcons will make a change.
Nice dump and chase right there. Dayton's going to try to break the puck out right here.
Pass off the boards was stolen by Horvath as he pitches it back in. Now Ward has it. Ward, long pass up the ice, went off of one of his teammates' sticks, and BG will regain control. And Hershey lost it in his skates, and he plays it off the glass. Now played back out by Tiggs and kept in by Ward. Hershey bangs away at it. Nitschke trying to get to it, and now Horvath takes over. Horvath weaves his way through neutral ice, and he got it in. Ward takes over there for Dayton. Horvath trying to take it away, and he could not, as Dayton will maintain possession and get the puck out of the zone. It's been a game of dump and chase lately. Now Gillespie takes over, but it's poked away from him by Logan Harchie. Papuanu. And he kicks it over to Harchie. Harchie spins. And he's knocked down there.
And there's a delayed penalty.
Kept down, and a penalty
See who it
is
falls
called.
on.
Yep.
This might be Harchie going to the box. He's slow to get up, though. I don't know what the call is. Oh. From what I think I heard from Drew, that's going to be on a Dayton Flyer.
So the officials talking it over, and they will send a Dayton Flyer to the box. So BG will go back on the power play.
It's number 14 for Dayton.
And then
That's
2 minutes for a cross check, as you may have heard from the official. Not sure if the mic was able to pick that up, but it's on a cross check. And the penalty to number 14, Alex Pampina. And the faceoff will come back into the Bowling Green offensive zone.
2-minute minor penalty for cross check.
As
another twig is snapped.
And they're going to be mixing up, and I believe that may have been Rudo's stick. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know he just kept it on the ice.
I know we've talked about it for a little bit, but new equipment manager Jack Orr's equipment absolutely getting destroyed today. We've had about 6 sticks snapped.
He's going to be at the top of his game. And
yeah,
now
he's going to be up late tonight fixing sticks.
They're mixing and matching the power play unit. Gray has it now. Gray's out there with Nitschke, Schuler, Tiggs, and Papuanu. Now Bradley has it for Dayton. Bradley's clearing attempt was deflected off of Schuler.
I don't know how that puck ended up over there.
It comes over to Dinkins, and he clears it all the way back down. And Lopata with a great play as he had a Flyer breaking right towards him. And now Gray moves in with it. Gray dump past Papuanu. He shoots one, and it was deflected wide. Now Gray over to Papuanu. Back out over to Tiggs. Tiggs shoots. Deflected save made by Short on the deflection by Papuanu as he goes down. And it's kept in on the clearing attempt by Tiggs. Tiggs goes on net, save made by Short. Now Papuanu. Back out over to Gray. Gray back to Papuanu. Long pass across Schuler, and he just couldn't handle the pass. Now in the corner. Behind the net, Nitschke. Papuanu now. 1 minute to go in the power play. Tiggs. Big drive, and it went just wide.
Tiggs looking for the hats to fly on the away rink. We saw a hat trick last night by Denal.
Nitschke into the middle, and the pass was tipped over into the near corner. Gray plays it now. Gray down low. Nitschke. Now Tiggs. Tiggs waits. Now Nitschke. Nitschke pass across. Papuanu sells it down. Back over to Tiggs. Tiggs lets one go. Save. Rebound. And it's covered up by Short.
And here we go. There's going to be electric
after the whistle.
Oh,
and here we go.
Punches
We got some more. It got settled down for a second. And it got picked back up, and they're going to send
2 Flyers
somebody
to the
off.
box.
Yep.
Maybe just one.
And they're going to send, I believe, Papuanu off into the box as well. Yep.
Mikey, a big smile on his face as he goes to the box.
So BG will remain on the power play, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, luckily Papuanu not getting ejected from this game. You really do not want to see that.
Papuanu and Constable on the penalties. Papuanu for BG, Constable for the Dayton Flyers.
Obviously for Bowling Green, you just want to see him in the box and not see anything else.
And the power play unit on now for the Falcons will be Rudo, Nelson, Horvath, Zeeble, and Harchie. So 3 forwards and 2 defensemen out here. It's a new look for a power play.
Yeah, I think up 8-1. And head coach Drew's just looking for.
I like it.
Yeah, why not check it out? I mean,
so it'll be a 5-on-4 for 33 seconds.
And then it's, back to
even
incidental
strength.
minors.
Horvath will be the centerman. And it's one back over to Smith for Dayton. Smith maintains control and clears it all the way back down.
Bowlinger's going to have one more chance. Wait, no.
Backhand's one block. And face-off one over to Kerr. Kerr trying to chop at it. And he's able to get to it, but it was poked away from him by Smith from Dayton. And now it's thrown out. Odell trying to get to it. First laugh, and Odell trying to battle there. It pops over to Kerr as he backhands it in and on net. It's played away with the stick by Short. Now Smith racing out with it. Smith, and he got running through there hard by Kerr. Great physical play there from Luke Kerr.
Oh, and he gets
big
crushed.
Hit there.
It seems like this Bowling Green team has had enough, but you got to calm yourself down in this situation. There's 4:45 left.
Mm-hmm. Smith deeks his way, puts it into the zone. Schuler takes over now. Here comes Schuler down the wing. Schuler, he moves in. Oh, what a move. And he just couldn't corral it off the deke, but he gets back to it. And now Odell. Great move, but he got stopped there by Smith. Now Smith and Odell battling there. Now some more physical play in the far corner.
Nice deflection by Schuler there before he gets taken down.
Thrown towards the net. Now it's played out by Dayton. Now Schuler collided there with one of the Flyers at neutral ice.
And we got another stick down. I don't know if this is snapped. Should probably
I don't believe it's a broken stick. I just believe somebody lost their stick on a collision. Dubendorfer drops it off. Big drive there. Save made off the mask by Jackson Short. Now kept in by Gray. Comes over to Dubendorfer. He's trying to corral it, but he could not. Now it's played out. Now Kolstek trying to play it, and he gets it over to his teammate. Kolstek is the one that scored on the Michigan last night. And a big hit there by Jaros. And now Zeeble. Zeeble trying to get to it. And great puck control.
Yeah.
Spins back in the corner.
He's been very important to this Bowling Green team this year so far.
Kolsek watching him there. Backhanded out by Schuler. Play it out, and now Gray takes over. Gray moving in. Gray trying to corral it. He could not, and now it's taken over by Dayton back in their own defensive zone. As they slow the play down. Played out there by Bradley. Now Zeeble works his way back in. Here he comes, Zeeble. Oh, what a move! He's in all alone, and a big save made by Short. We've seen him do that twice here in the game today. Great toe drag, and he gets the puck on net, and 2 great saves. First save made by Studnicka, and that save was made by Short.
Like we said with Tiggs, Zeeble wants that goal so bad. Obviously hasn't affected his play yet, but he need, We're
thrown all the way back down. Icing is called. 2:37 to go here in regulation. No goals scored here in the period. Still an 8-1 game.
8-1. I mean, you want to stay aggressive, but you do not want to get any penalties to get you ejected, like I've said many times. So I kind of like this approach by Bowling Green. There's still chances, but he's standing strong. Dayton goalie's staying strong.
Yep. The face off, won by BG. Nelson trying to poke at it. He could not. Taken over there by Ward as he tried to play it on net, but he fanned on it. Now comes around. Mischke stops up there, and now Horvath. Dump pass over to Tiggs. Back to Horvath. He moves on in. Back over to Tiggs. Tiggs moves in. Tiggs shoots, one save made by Short, and he holds it.
And some extracurricular activities. Dayton's calling, saying that they did something. Bowling Green's saying that they did something.
And the clock is still running, and they finally stopped the clock. About an extra 5 or 6 seconds rolled off the clock there.
At this point, 8-1, if they're going to check this, but not really necessary.
I believe they are, as the
and here it comes.
linesman will come over and talk to whoever's at the scorer's table.
Our good buddy producer Chip, always great with the time. They're just going to leave it at 2 minutes, though.
And the faceoff will be to the right side of Short.
And the clock has yet to
and
start.
A big collision there at the faceoff circle. Nelson now Horvath. He shoots, and it was blocked.
Now the clock has started at 2:05, but it was late.
It was played up in the air, knocked down, and it was touched with a high stick as it will come back into the BG offensive zone.
We're back down to 2 minutes.
Yep.
What? Still some clock issues.
And now
we're back down to 2 minutes.
More mixing and matching with the lines. I mean, why not? Try to experiment. Dubendorfer, Bertzoff, and Rudo on the ice. And this one back by Dayton.
Clock's still having issues running. 1:56 left in this one now.
Yep. And now Harchi. Pass across. Just past Rudo. And now Gillespie takes over for Dayton. Gillespie moves in. Must be a great move as he went around Tiggs, but he lost it. Now Harchi plays it out. Rudo corrals it, and he got run into there as Bertzoff plays it in. Dinkins plays it around. Bertzoff in the race after it. Bertzoff chops at it and swatted in there by Dubendorfer.
Flyers touch it, so it won't be a hand pass.
And now here comes Ward. Ward plays it in, and now Klein. Klein check there, and it's thrown out by Bertzoff. It went off a Dayton Flyers, so no icing there. Dinkins will race back to go get it.
And we are just over 1 minute left in this one. 8-1 Falcons. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot.
Mm-hmm. And now Kaiser over to Klein. Klein tried to chop at it. It was blocked off. Now Kolstek plays it in deep. Played in front. And sticked away there by Lapata. Bertzoff plays it back out to the blue line. And now Ward plays it back in deep in the far corner. Now Dinkins. Big hit there by Jaros.
And he's been doing it all night.
Yep, especially here in the third. He's had a lot of big hits here in the third
Just
period.
defending all his teammates. Jaros playing an absolute great game.
And a nice hip check there by Dubendorfer. 20 seconds remaining here in the third. Backhanded in front, stopped there by Bertzoff as he tried to play it out, but kept in by Ward. Ward shoots, save made by Lapata, and he holds it.
Oh, and here we go.
Some extracurriculars in front of the net. And Lapata
gets
thrown
pushed
down.
over. And here we go.
This is going to be bad. And this
is going to be brutal. The net's off the bearing again, so it's going to be the under, but here we go. Sticks are swinging, sticks are flying. Birchloff is down. Dubendorf on top of the flyer that's on top of Birchloff. Lillapata has exited the fray. And we got everything going on in this game. You got 10 seconds left.
I mean, it was like for like a second or two, for like about half a second, it looked like it was about to cool down, and then Lillapata just got shoved straight down to the ice. I mean, that's unbelievable.
You got to defend your goalie there.
Yep.
I do not go against Bowling Green for doing that.
So we'll pass it. You only got, looks like, I can't tell with the lighting on the scoreboard. I believe we have 10 seconds left, 10.2.
So we got 24 in the box, 15 in the box for Bowling Green. 24 and 15. Let's see if they stay in the box or they'll just.
That is
they'll just leave the ice.
Jaros and Kaiser in the box.
Jaros and Kaiser. I've yet to see a Dayton Flyer enter the box though.
They're probably talking about who they might send in.
No, we have 2 Dayton Flyers in the box. I cannot see who that is though. As we're right above them, I'm just trying to squat down.
Well, let's see. The face-off, I believe, will be to the left of Lillapata. It should stay in the zone because there were coincidental minors, so it should stay in the zone. Or no, they're going to take it out of the zone.
Coincidental minors, I don't know.
So, yeah,
double, so we got 4 people in the box, 2 for each team.
Puck out of the zone.
We got 3-on-3 hockey for the last 10 minutes.
10 seconds.
Or 10 seconds, sorry, my bad.
I wish it was 10 minutes. That'd be fun to watch.
Nothing like NHL overtime. Now what's happening? Now we're still having confusion. And I believe they called 3-on-3, so we're going to, now we have only 2 Falcons on the ice. Zeebel's going to stay out there. No, he's not. Klein's going to get off the ice. We got Zeebel, Gray. As the puck drops, that will go to Gray. He's going to pop that up, and that's going to go into the back of the zone. We got 5, 4, 3, and this will probably end it here, 8-1. And the Falcons are going to take this one.
And that will do it. BG puts up 4 goals in the first, 4 goals in the second, and they win the game 8-1. Great goaltending by Lillapata. Great game all around for all these guys as they sweep the weekend series and improve to 3-1 on the year and 2-0 in division play, in conference play.
Huge win on this one. And and stay tuned. We'll have a post-game show in a few minutes.
And hopefully a post-game interview as well. So
we'll
stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Report live in the post-game show. We got Colin Nelson with us today. How do you feel about today's game?
I mean, I think I got a little out of hand at the end there, but I think we played our game. You know, we got out of there with a win, and we got the brooms out. So
yeah, you got to love getting the brooms out. First goal for the Bowling Green Clubbers last night, and another one today with the bow. How'd that one feel to do the bow?
I mean, it felt good. The student section was giving it to us, so I kind of had to. But I mean, it felt good to get some confidence under my belt, ready to go.
Huge series against Miami. What are you looking for in your first series against Miami?
I think we just got to stick to our game. I mean, we're a skilled team. We're deep. We got 4 lines that can play with anyone. So I think just keep buzzing. We'll do our thing.
All right, congratulations on the win, Nelson. Thank you for talking to us.
Yep. Thank you. Hi, Mom.
And we'll have more on the post-game show in a few minutes. Just give us a few minutes to set back up. It's post-game show. We got the brooms out this week, Justin. Obviously, last week didn't have the brooms out. Splitting, we're 4-1. Or sorry about that. We're 3-1 now on this young season. What do you like to see?
Well, I mean, it's great to get 2 good wins, 2 very big wins against your first 2 games against a conference opponent. I mean, last weekend they had 2 great games against a very tough Wisconsin team, and obviously, when you're up 3-1 against a team like Wisconsin and you lose, it's a very deflating loss. But they're able to put it behind them, come in here in the first 2 games against a team in their conference, get both wins, outscoring them 19-2 in the 2 games. And I mean, now, like, no need to think about Dayton anymore. It's on to Miami next Friday and Saturday.
What do you think Bowling Green needs to do in this 2 practice you got Tuesday and Thursday to bounce back and play Miami next week? Obviously, an important game for the entire team, not just for conference, but this is a pride game.
Well, I mean, they've been playing their game. Whenever we see them play their game, they have a lot of us success. Excuse me. But one thing that I think we've emphasized for sure: stay out of the box. You cannot afford to take penalties, especially against a team like Miami. You want to be either on the power play or even strength at all times. You don't want to be shorthanded at all. And keep playing your game. I mean, it's like you said, their game has worked. It was working throughout the whole weekend. They were playing their game. They were controlling most of the play. That's going to be key. It's going to be tougher against a team like the Miami Redhawks next weekend. But stay out of the box, play your game, and that's it.
Yeah, and both those games, Friday and Saturday, very important for the Clubbers to bounce back after this huge series win and take one of 2 or maybe a sweep, a big conference opponent. Obviously eliminated them last year in the playoffs 3-0. If you're the Falcons, you have to really show up next week. And they've had this circled on a schedule. You heard Brownie last night if you tuned into the Dirty Birds post-game show. You heard Brownie last night talk about it. Obviously, the whole team's focused, and we'll be there for Friday's game at least, so we'll see you later.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in,
It was a
everybody.
pleasure.
And reporting live from Dayton, Bowling Green wins 8-1 over the Dayton Flyers, a chippy game, but Bowling Green escapes with the sweeps. The brooms are out. Tune into our Twitter to hear the song, and we've heard the song twice this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Have a great one.
Hit stop.
Yep. Just muting us.